Steph writes a blog for the for Cron.com on the Texans, and we got to some of the questions. We had some more questions from readers of your blog, Texans fans, for Eric.
Let's see. JP Texan says that the Foster-Tate duo needs a nickname. And here's my idea, Slice and Dice. Foster is sliced because he just cuts through the defense like a hot knife through butter. Tate is diced because once he gets rolling, the defense just says, "Aw, crap."
Original.
Yeah, you know. Now, I understand, I heard that all three running backs have a nickname, but they haven't shared it with the world. Do you know what this nickname is?
I don't know what that is either.
You don't?
No, I don't either.
Okay, now that's your job for the next.
Yeah,
next week. Get your homework.
What was the Giants' old one? Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yep.
When Derek Ward.
Derek was one of them.
Which one's? What was Derek? I bet he was Earth. No, Brendan Jacobs was Earth.
Brandon was Earth. Yeah, right. Yeah.
He's moving the Earth. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Now my good friend, every time Ben Tate totes the ball, she goes, "Taters!" So that she would vote for steak and taters. Because, you know,
steak and taters,
steak and taters is always a good combo. Always.
If Arian's going to be one of them, though, it's going to have to be something more poetic than steak.
I don't know. I think that there's very few things in life that are better than a good steak.
That's a beautiful thing. Steak's a beautiful thing.
It'd be up there way on my list. There's the Battle Red blog says, was it Benarian phosphate? Benarian phosphate is
Benarian phosphate.
Benarian phosphate.
They looking to get like an ice cream together?
No, more kind of like a
doesn't it sound like Ben and Jerry's is going to make Benarian phosphate just for you?
Benarian phosphate crunch or something like that.
Well, maybe
it sounds like a disease.
Benarian phosphate. Will take you down.
Did you know that the water at that school tested positive for Benarian phosphate?
Or don't mess with that girl. She'll give you Benarian phosphate.
We don't got medicine for that. I've heard hustle and flow.
Hustle and flow.
Hustle and flow.
I think
like
John Lopez.
That's a good movie.
No. Was it? No, actually, a guy called into the post-game show. Gino from Southwest claiming to do the hustle and flow.
I don't know. I don't care what you call them as long as they keep on running like that. Let's see, another question.
See Matt Flynn still throwing it down the field.
Yes, he is. I was going to do an LSU.
Up 31.
That's right.
Up 31, still winging it around.
Okay, MT has a lot of questions. Who is the best golfer on the team?
Isn't that Schaub?
Is it Matt?
Probably now. It's a toss-up, I would say. Consistently, probably Schaub now. Orlovsky was real good. Chris Brown before that was really good. Kevin Walter can really play. If Kevin's on, Kevin. I mean, it's kind of, I would say, a toss-up between Kevin and Schaub now.
And you?
I'm trying to get there. I'm not there yet. But I've gotten better every summer.
Putt figured out.
No, my favorite.
I've taken like one 30-minute lesson my whole life, and the rest I've just taught myself watching golf. I would tell you what, though, if you play with better guys, you'll learn so much. You have to play. But the problem is I found like golf's like really snobby. Like if you're real bad, they don't want you to play. They won't call you. Like, so you got to get to the point where you're not slowing anybody down.
Well, that's the deal. I'm not the best golfer in the world, but the deal is as long as you play fast, people want to play with you.
They don't mind.
As long as your BS is all right.
It's the guy who's lining up the putt from 3 sides on the green.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that if you're good.
Sergio Garcia takes
they
20
shanked
minutes.
it left, then they go across the fairway right.
God forbid they end up in a trap.
And then they don't look before they hit it, almost hit somebody. That's the one where the golfers are like, who
invited him?
Yeah,
and see, I get the invites for scrambles because I get to be on the women's tee box. I'm pretty good off the tee box, so if anybody needs a scramble partner for a charity deal, count me in. So okay, we have that question answered. Who are the biggest gym rats, and who is the strongest Texan?
The strongest Texan, believe it or not, I think it might be Cody Wallace.
Really?
He can. I've seen him during the season squatting houses in there. He's really strong. Mario Williams is ridiculously strong. Those are the guys I see a lot. Casey Stutter's strong. I'd say pound for pound, this might be really surprising. Pound for pound, though, it might be Shiloh Keo.
Really?
Pound for pound.
Okay, he's the biggest gym rat who loves being in the gym.
James Casey.
Yeah.
Loves. I think he gets like maybe 1,000 curls in a week.
He starts at like 5 a.m., right?
I don't think it's 1,000, but it's a lot.
I've heard that he's there before the coaches are there.
He's not scared about getting up early. I know that. He is not.
Do you like Skanina in that sense?
A little bit. I don't know. I'm never there that early.
You just heard.
Yeah, I've heard stories.
Okay, who is the biggest eater?
Biggest eater. I think we're all pretty absurd.
Do you get sick of the cafeteria after a while?
Yeah, we
It's
do.
usually the smaller guys, right?
I don't. Kevin Walter can throw it down. It's pretty incredible what he can do. But yeah, no one sticks out. No one's just like, oh my God, look how much he's just throwing down.
Okay, when they travel, do they get their own rooms?
Yes. That was a Kubiak thing too. That was like real important to him. Everyone has their own rooms. Everyone's treated like that.
Oh, really? That's not a CBA thing. That's a
no. Oh. There's are you kidding? There's some owners that if you want your own room, they make you pay the difference for it.
for real.
Really?
Yeah. So
In the NFL,
CBA,
yeah,
really
yeah,
did.
NFL. Yeah. I think.
Bengals?
Were you here? Did you come in 06 or were you here before that?
I came in 06.
Okay, so
God
you were.
bless you,
Because I'm pretty.
05 was sorry.
Because I'm
That
pretty.
was a hard
I'm pretty
season.
sure with
05
Capers.
is the reason why I don't want 2 extra regular season games. That about killed me.
I'm pretty sure with Capers that they had roommates, and that was like
Really? Wow.
Coobs' little changes the whole time was like,
Well,
hey,
Philadelphia, if you had to be over, you had to be vested, then you got your own room.
Yeah.
But if you're a year 1, 2, or 3, you had to room with somebody.
Is it still the same way in preseason when there's 85 guys on the roster?
No, some of the rookies they room together. Like the guys that are still rooming together at the Spring Hill before they room together. I think.
Right.
But
Okay.
Okay. And
What
then,
about? Hey, let me just ask Indy. Is it in the Eagles and Redskins? Did you guys have roommates or were you?
Well, with Coach Reed in Philadelphia, once you got to a certain point as far as years under your belt, then you had your own room.
Okay, so you earned.
So you
the
earned
right.
it, and I'll never forget Derek Burgess. We're real close. He's one of my best friends in the league, and he was younger. But then I got to the point where I earned it. But he requested that he was my roommate. And I remember the year.
Wait a minute, I like you all, but
And he was kind of like a little brother. And I remember just walking in, and he's there like, "Hey, buddy." I'm like, "Hold on, I'm supposed to get my own room now." But I didn't have the heart to request that I wanted my own room. But
I'm getting a question on here about protecting a blind side now, maybe with Matt playing, with a left-handed quarterback playing, just things change. I've never played with a left-handed quarterback, but I can't imagine anything changing as far as what I will do. I mean, blocking's blocking. You're trying not to get the guy hit. So I'm going to plan on going about it the same way and going about protecting the same way.
Do you think you'll see different blitz schemes and stuff because you're on his blind side? In other words, he can't see it from that side?
I wouldn't say different blitz scheme. I mean, they might try to come from the right side more than they come from the left side, maybe because you can't see it. But like I said, I just can't imagine. Like I said, I think some of this is being blown a little bit more out of proportion than it really is.
Yeah.
The guy throws it like this instead of throwing it like this. I mean, it's not.
so you don't think that you agree with Mike Florio and that the Texans should give Brett Favre a call?
was he joking?
I don't think he was.
No, I think he's probably serious, right? Yeah, but with Florio, you don't know. But.
Moving on. Let's
I don't
see.
think that's happening.
Do the offensive guys mainly hang with other offensive guys, likewise with the D?
Yeah, but we got a pretty tight team. I hang out with Tim Bullman some, Jesse Nading, D'Amico and I sit right across the aisle from each other on the plane. We talk a lot. Jonathan Joseph's been a great addition. He's an awesome guy.